Hey all, welcome back to another video. So today I'm here with a simple and quick recipe that's chicken bread, or you can say chicken toast, and also chicken fingers. So these are instant ones and you can just make and freeze it too. So here I have took two chicken breasts, 250 grams of each for both the recipes. Cut them into cubes and then add it to a food processor or a mixer grinder and mince it out. So here's our chicken mince ready. Preparing the chicken mince for the second recipe too. So moving on to the first recipe, that's chicken bread. So I added 1.5 tablespoon of ginger garlic paste and 2 tablespoons of soya sauce to the chicken mince. Here goes 1/4 teaspoon of pepper powder, 1 teaspoon of red chilli powder, 1/4 teaspoon of cumin powder, 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder and 1/2 teaspoon of red chilli flakes too. So in a separate bowl, added 1 egg and whisked it well. Here goes half of the egg. Next goes in 1/4 teaspoon of onion seeds, that's kalonji. Now usually I add sesame seeds, but for a change add this. And here goes 2 tablespoons of corn flour. Mix them all well. Next goes 1/4 teaspoon of oregano. And the chicken mince masala for chicken bread is ready. Moving on to the next recipe, that's chicken fingers. And here goes 1 teaspoon of red chilli flakes, 1 teaspoon of red chilli powder, 1 tablespoon of ginger garlic paste, 1/2 teaspoon of oregano, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper powder and 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. Next goes half of egg. Give it a nice mix. So next I'm adding around 100 grams of mozzarella cheese. This is the 200 gram pack and adding half of it. So if you want, you can add cheddar cheese too. Mix it very well so that the cheese gets mixed nicely. So next, moving on to the preparation of fingers. Poured 1 whisked egg in a flat plate and added little bit of pepper powder and salt to it and mixed it well. So here I have oil in a separate bowl, breadcrumbs, whisked eggs, all-purpose flour and chicken mince. So let's roll out the chicken fingers. Rub some oil on your palm and then start rolling. So next we'll be coating it with the all-purpose flour and then it goes in the egg mixture. Dip it in the egg mixture and then finally in the breadcrumbs. Repeat the same procedure with the rest of the chicken mince. the chicken fingers are all done now, storing the leftover breadcrumbs. So as you all can see, I have made around 16 chicken fingers and storing it in a container in the freezer. So we can use it later too. It can store up to 1 month. So this can be stored in the freezer up till a month, but this is such a yummy recipe that it won't last in the freezer for a month. For sure you will end up making all of them, so do try out for sure. So next, moving on to the chicken bread recipe or the chicken toast. Here I have placed all the breads, and then you will start adding the chicken mince to the bread. So it's very simple, just rub a little bit of oil to your palm and make a small ball of the mixture and then apply it to the bread. Spread it out evenly. Now make sure that it's a thick layer so that it tastes good. Repeat the same with the rest of the breads, and this was around 250 grams of chicken. That was one chicken breast. So this mince masala will make around 10 to 12 breads. You can also make it in lesser quantity, or also you can store the masala in the fridge. The chicken bread is all done now. Next we'll be adding a coat of egg mixture. This around 1 egg whisked, and added just a little bit of salt and pepper to it. So here I have the onion seeds, chili flakes and oregano. Just sprinkle them a little bit on the bread. Moving on to the frying of breads. Into a pan, add very little bit of oil, and when the oil is hot enough, then add the breads. Here we'll be placing the chicken mince side on the pan, and on the other side we'll be adding the egg mixture. That's the same egg with salt and pepper. So we have to just shallow fry it for around 1 to 2 minutes and flip it over and cook for another 1 minute, and it's all done. This recipe is my personal favorite, as I had this first time from a street vendor at our place in Mumbai during Ramadan. This is the best sellers. So just I had that and love it, and I just tried it out with my own way during my college days, I guess, and that turned out to be a success. So till now I keep making this one, and the family loves it too. Next, moving back to the chicken fingers, so let's fry them out. As you can see, I have stored this for around 4 to 5 hours in the freezer, and it has got a nice shape. This way it would be easier for us to fry out the chicken fingers. So into a pan, adding oil. Now when the oil is hot enough, make sure that you keep the flame on medium low, and then start adding the chicken fingers. Now make sure that half of the chicken fingers gets dipped into the oil. So fry it for a minute and flip it over. So as it's the chicken mince, it takes very less time to cook. So here's our chicken fingers ready. So as you can see, that's cheese peeping out of the fingers. So there's a small tip. Make sure that you don't take it out on a tissue paper, or else it will turn to soggy and no more will be crispy. So better you take it on a plate, and the unfried ones goes back into the freezer. Also made a quick dinner with leftover chicken curry and puttu. So we'll be sharing the recipe soon. So hope you all like the recipe. Do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye bye.